Welcome back, Pwn Nation. You are listening to PWNcast. It is August 16th in patch 5.4.8. Sadly, I'm waiting for 6.0. I am your host, Eli, speaking to you from rainy Colorado. It's been raining like crazy over here, and I've only brought one of the Riders of Rohan with me. The rest of them are gone, and they'll be back next week, but it's been pretty chaotic over here. And that is Belle. What's up, Belle?
I'm lonely.
You're lonely?
I asked none of my normal friends except for Val. It's just me. But
awesome.
I'm just a friend. I thought we were getting married. What the hell's this?
We are getting married. You guys don't know that, and now we've added a fourth to the love triangle between me, Frieza, my husband, and now we've added Val into the mix.
There we go. That's healthy. Yes,
right.
we have brought Val, the admin from Girls Who Play Well. We had you, I think, on episode 3, or was it 4? That seems like forever ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Welcome back.
It was 3, and thank you. Glad to be back. You just gotta be bearing with me while I eat food and talk to you.
There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, and you know what? I totally forgot your intro. You ready?
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The warlock that wants to drink from Gul'dan's cup.
I don't at all. Because if you drink from that cup, you have to give everything.
Yeah, that's what he says. And he looks so old, doesn't he?
He does.
He wasn't that old.
He's old.
But anyway, this episode we're going to talk about the final boss for Warlords of Draenor was announced, and I'm not happy about it. And the legendary, this expansion is going to be a ring, and the cinematic and release date is, I can't believe we got it wrong, because we thought we had it so right, but we got it wrong. Go ahead.
But my theory, remember, we theorized that because it was the max level verbiage that it was going to be
right
before the certain date. Like, we have that pretty much correct. We knew it was going to be before whenever. I don't remember what the date was.
Right. We were close.
Oh, before the event, the WoW anniversary. We did say it was going to be before the WoW anniversary.
Yes. So at least we got that right. And we're going to talk about the everything that happened at that launch event. There's a new animated series, Lords of War, that I thought was amazing. And the new group finder and user interface improvements. We're going to talk about all this even without the rest of the honey badgers. What did you do this week in WoW?
I actually didn't get a chance to do anything this week in WoW. Sadly, I was in San Antonio. I was essentially a Hebrew slave to my company. We were launching a new website, and it was a rough week. Hotel Wi-Fi is no bueno for any kind of WoW activity. So outside of doing research for the show and stuff, I didn't do anything. Nothing.
Wow.
I know. Sad life.
How about you, Val? What'd you do?
The only things I did were log in to set up some guild fun nights for the rest of the Girls Who Play WoW Horde Guild. I still have to do so for the Alliance side in junction with our ally guild that we have teamed up with on Proudmoore. So basically
awesome.
Just doing a bunch of GM stuff.
My server, Proudmoore. That's awesome. Right on.
Did you not know we have an Alliance guild there?
Yes, but all my tunes on Proudmoore are Horde.
Oh, so in other words, we should come kill you. Okay, got it.
Yes, I like that.
Where's Frieza when I need him?
Frieza can't help you.
Yeah, I'm not much of a threat. I'm just a healer.
Well,
doesn't mean anything. I'm a healer too, and I'm a threat. I kill people all the time.
That's like that meme. Have you guys seen that? It's that little girl, and she's wearing those big old giant headphones from the public library, and she's on the keyboard, and she's yelling, and she's like, ah, and it says, attack the healer.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have seen that.
We will post that right here for you to see. It's so awesome. I loved it so much. I printed it out and I got it on my toolbox because it just makes me smile every time. So that's all you did?
Pretty Yeah.
Wow. Well, I did the typical Ordos, killed the Celestials, didn't get anything, and I need to find a group that will take me on a flex run and kill Garrosh.
You do need a Garrett kill.
I do believe that our Horde Guild is doing a bunch of flex runs and bringing many people in to do so. So
Let's hook that up. Let's do that.
all right.
What group is this?
Core 1 on the Girls Who Play WoW Horde Guild. So, got originally we have our 10 members, but we go in and we bring in everyone in the guild and all our friends who want to get in and kill. So.
Oh, I want to get one in, so yeah, I'm down. I got my cloak.
All right. I still don't have my cloak.
I don't either. I have no cloak. I have 4 of 12 runestones.
Well, you got a prideful cloak, though. I saw that.
I do have a beautiful prideful cloak. Well earned in arenas with Frieza, actually.
That's epic. That's awesome. Right on. That's pretty much all I did. I didn't really do anything else. Getting kind of bored. I'm in that lull. A little bit of Hearthstone. Other than that, I mean, I worked a lot this week.
You did.
I didn't get a lot of sleep.
I thought you were dead for 3 days out of this week, so...
Yeah.
I did.
It's basically get out of work, come home, go to sleep, wake up, go to work. So, yeah. And next week looks exactly the same.
Yay!
But after that, I'll be good. So I'm looking forward to that. First, let's talk about that launch event. Did you guys watch that?
Can I tell you how I watched it?
How?
So, my San Antonio, it's the giant claims building, and it houses 500 or so employees, to give you an idea of how big this building is. Wow. We have a huge auditorium, and what they did is they took one whole wall, they painted it with white reflective paint, and they put a frame around it, and it's a huge, like a theater-style auditorium.
Oh.
So the IT manager at my company, he's also our PR guy. He is also one of my good friends outside of work, even though we don't live in the same state.
Right.
I said, listen, this event, I need to see this. So he said, well, how about I hook you up in the auditorium? So he goes and commandeers a laptop from some poor girl who was using it. He takes her laptop, hooks it up in there, and I have this giant theater-style situation. And my boss is also a WoW player, so he comes in and we're watching it. And it was literally the best. I had an entire auditorium to myself for this, and I was like at a theater. Like I have my hands clenched to the side, these theater style seats. It was so exciting. I did not like the host. I feel like the host has no idea what goes on with World of Warcraft. I feel like it was all scripted, and he was just some schmuck that GameSpot pulled to say, how about you host an event of a game you never play, and you know he never plays. You can tell he never plays.
You know who would have been 50 times better? Again, we all would have recognized her. Olivia DeGrace. That's all I'm going to say.
You have a WoW crush on her. Is it because she says beta?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm on the beta today. Yeah.
Lisa?
No, it's. I think who said it? Spam. He said that she has her finger on the gaming pulse of the World of Warcraft community.
She does.
And a person like that who works for Wowhead, who's in the beta all the time, who's talking to the community all day long, is the person we want to talk to, is the person we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a fellow gamer, you play, you love this game. That other guy?
Not so much. Don't even know if he even knows what WoW is.
And you know she would have drilled them with questions.
I know.
She would have drilled them with the questions we wanted to ask.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. You know where I watched it? On my phone. So I have my phone, and I'm driving, and this isn't, don't do this, we don't condone this here at PWNcast, but I have it right here, and I'm driving, and there we go, let's get a call in the middle of this. So I have it, and I'm driving, and I'm listening to it, but every once in a while I'm kind of like, doing this number. Well, there's so many bridges, every time I hit a bridge, it loses connection.
Oh, crappy.
Yeah. So
Val,
then I would have to...
Did you watch it live, Val? No?
I haven't got a chance to see it at all.
Sad. I'm crying for you right now.
Shame.
It's okay. I've had a lot going on this week. Like, let's see, I had my son's 15th birthday, my son had his dad had another baby this week, day before my son's birthday. I've just been busy.
Sounds like, I mean, at least it wasn't you having the baby. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Wow. I liked what Halinka and Hazakostas had to say.
Yes.
The PvP got me pumped up, knowing that we're going to be able to loot players.
Yes.
Of their currency.
How exciting is that, right?
That's amazing. It's going to make you walk around with a group. You're going to walk around with your posse now. You're not going to get ganked.
Imagine the rage that's going to ensue in chat because of this. I mean, the rage. I love it. Love it.
That currency that you would like to put in your bag and hide away, you can't. It's with the rest of the currencies.
Sure is.
And knowing that you're out there all do-do-do and somebody just ganks you and you lose half of the currency, that nobody's going to want to walk out there without a friend.
And I knew that Ashran was going to be PvP of some type. I did not know that the entire map was going to be world PvP.
Right.
I'm excited for that because I'm on a non-PvP realm, and sometimes I just might want a PvP. Sometimes I just might want to see the lonely
with your prideful set.
I just might. So that's, I mean.
What's this jail thing? So paladins can send you to jail?
Yes, their judgment can send you to jail, and if you are standing by the Ashran jail, you can inflict punishment, apparently.
Yeah, so he said that there was a group of people called the Ashran jailers or something. And
I love that scene as I'm a paladin.
So you're going to be sending people to jail every day.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Okay, so this judgment thing, that's only for paladins?
Yes.
So if they're getting something as cool as that, what are the rest of us getting? They didn't mention any of this. And what's funny is I'm listening to all these beta players. None of them have said anything about this.
I don't think they knew. I think this might have been something they recently added to the last beta build.
Like a closed beta in a way, like you get to see things no one else gets to see.
Well, I think maybe they hadn't added it to the content that the gamers are playing because they build it out in patches, what they open up to let them play. Right. So it might have been something that was kind of a surprise sneak attack strictly for the event. Like, hey, by the way, you're going to be able to put people in jail and you're going to be able to punish them.
Right.
I just want to know what types of punishments we're going to be able to do because I might want to whip somebody.
What did he say about the buffs? Did you remember what he said about the buffs? He had said something about buffs. I don't remember.
There's buffs that are going to stack, and I think I went into this a little bit in detail on 2 episodes ago when I talked about the latest patch notes. But these buffs, it's like a lottery, a chance of whichever buff you get, and you get it for a certain amount of time. And there's a lot of them. And I could actually, if you want, I could probably do an article and put that up on the WoW News on our website because there is buffs that's class specific, and I think there's 5 different ones that rotate, and it depends on when you get it, and you can use it for it's a certain amount of time. I don't know if it's hours or days that the buff lasts, but
right. No, I think it's great. This Ashran place looks amazing. I can't wait to go there. I can't wait to play that. I'm really excited for that. What about that animated series? Did you see that?
The Lords of War?
Yeah.
It was epic in the sense of it looks like the old style Japanimation. Where it's the still but they move images.
Like the background moves, but nobody else moves. Yeah.
What are they called? They're called the Clan of the Shattered Hand, the Shattered Hand Clan.
Did you know that story? I didn't know that story.
No, I did not know that. A lot of veteran players did, though. A lot of that WoW vanilla players knew that whole story of him and his. Because he's there. I guess they're all old that they're bringing back, which I didn't. I barely started playing in 2009, so I'm not aware. I don't think I was into the lore when I first started playing.
Where's Spam when we need him, huh?
Well,
back in my day.
I know, he would totally give you the whole rundown on who all of them are.
I loved it, though, and there's a few more to come.
They're doing a series. They're doing 4 total, or maybe 4 more, he said, and it's going to be on the different warlords for their background, which this might prompt maybe even an ongoing series, like forever, if they get enough good feedback from it. But
wouldn't it be cool if they put those kinds of little like comic series or whatever in game. You know how we get like those like movies?
Like the cutscenes?
Yeah, like the cutscenes, they're okay. But if we got something like that, wouldn't that be amazing?
Maybe.
Maybe. You didn't see the Lords of War, Belle?
What?
You didn't see the Lords of War?
No. Don't even get a chance to read over anything this week, news-wise, videos. I was not going to do that this weekend, so.
Well, it's
A lot happened too, so I mean.
It's about Kargath, or did I say that right?
Kargarath, maybe.
Kargarath, and basically he's one of the. He was a gladiator, and then they put him to kill all of the rest of his fellow orcs, and then finally they said they were going to set him free, but they didn't set him free, so he cuts his hand off to be free, and then he gets the rest of them. They all cut their hands off so that they could be free from the chains, and then they all kill all of the ogres, and then they all raise up their hands, and instead of hands, they have like weapons attached to their arms, and that was the shattered hand. It was pretty cool.
They told him he had to kill 100 people that he had to kill, and he had to do it day by day. He couldn't kill them all at once. He did it, and on his last kill, he was ready to be free. And this big, I described him to Frieza when I was talking to Frieza as the fat bastard, but and then what they do is when they're all free, they annihilate everybody that was involved in enslaving them. I mean, they killed, and he had the head. He was holding the head at the end of the video of the guy that enslaved him. It was pretty
awesome.
epic. That was pretty epic.
All right, so what do you think about the premiere of the what do you call it? The opening movie or something? The opening cinematic?
The intro?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I thought it was awesome, but I thought it would have been more epic, maybe? Was it? Like, no?
Do you remember Warcraft 3?
Vaguely.
Okay. So in Warcraft 3, Thrall and Grom Hellscream. Okay, this is Garrosh's dad and Thrall. They approach Manaroth, and he's like all hidden. You have to watch the cinematic; it's amazing. And basically, Thrall throws the Doomhammer at him, and he's like, that was a puny, effort. You can't do it. And then Grom comes and whack, just gets him right in the chest, and he goes, ah, and he explodes, and Grom gets hit with that explosion, and he falls to the ground, and the Thrall comes to him, and he holds him, and he's like, brother,
Oh, no, I have seen that.
Remember that?
Yes,
Remember that?
I did see that.
Okay, so what was really crazy is that almost the exact same thing happened, except it wasn't Thrall, it was his son, and that his son saved him. Because his son knew his own past and how his dad died. We're confused
about that. Me and my husband, we're unsure. Does Grom even know that's his son from a different time?
We don't know. Only beta testers know.
My husband has a theory that Grom did not know that was his son. That it is
possible that's why he's always got the hood. He's always hooded.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the memes that have popped out where they say, something, and it just shows Hellscream, and he's all times change.
Yeah, I have. They have literally within an hour of that being.
There's just memes popping out all over the place. There's that one where it says, they're just going to play World of Warcraft, and they invited me to play this game, World of Warcraft. And what does it take? And then it shows Gul'dan, and he's like, everything.
Everything.
Yeah, there's some really cool memes out there. I loved it. I thought it was a great cinematic. I was totally captured. I nerd screamed. On that page that I started, you remember that page that I started? The Warcraft, there was one called Warcraft Complaints, and everybody goes and complains about World of Warcraft and how horrible it is. And so then I was like, what if we make a Warcraft compliments page?
People posted in the complaint group about our page.
Did they? What did they say? So
that awkward moment when there's a sister page called World of Warcraft compliments, and it's not the owners of this page, and I just did /cry. It was pretty funny.
Yes, that was actually Vrin's page?
Yeah, it's Vin.
Or Vin?
Vin and some other girl that's supposed to be really popular. I don't think I've ever heard of her, though.
And then they broke up.
Samantha's her name? Her name's Samantha.
I thought it was Mel.
Oh, maybe.
It was Mel. He was with Mel. I don't know. There was all this drama.
Her game name's like Bird something. Oh, the drama. Let's do a shout out to Vin and his drama. And Vin's going to kill me when he sees this, but there was a little bit of drama.
Facebook drama.
Vin posted it publicly, so I feel like we're allowed to talk about it. But Vin had a very, very public breakup with Mel, and And apparently there was some hacked attempts, which we cannot confirm or deny whether or not it was Mel that tried to hack his Facebook, or perhaps it was the CIA. We don't really know. Vin's convinced it was Mel. Mel posts on her page that it was not her.
It was a Facebook breakup.
Very familiar to me.
So,
I don't know. Let's see. We have had some past admins do stuff like that.
I mean, it was pretty out of control. I pretty much died when I read it. And Mass was texting me, and he's like, "Are you watching this drama?" And I'm like, "No, I'm in the office. I'm not working from home this week."
It was bad. It was back and forth, back and forth. I like both their pages.
I do.
So I was getting both of them, and I was like, "Wait, who? What? You were together? I didn't know."
So shout out to Vin.
Why you never date your admin?
True story. And shout out to Vin. I hope you find love in a Warcraft place. And Mel, I hope, man, that
don't do that on Facebook, guys.
No, we get it.
It's never good on Facebook.
No. Maybe we should make a page called Wow Drama for just that straight fucking reason.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea.
Wow drama. And it could be like guildy drama. You can be like, and guild leader drama.
What group do you want to be part of? Let's see. Are you going to post your breakups? You're going to post that they, stole your mount because you rolled a lower number and bitch at it because,
Yep.
Seriously. Oh, now we're going to bitch because our other half decided they're not going to raid with us anymore. Oh, my God.
I can't keep track. Between that and everybody now doing petitions because...
let's talk about that. Robin Williams.
Got a petition for Robin Williams.
Successfully.
And now they're doing all these petitions to try to get other things.
Because it worked.
But here's the funny thing.
That was like a legitimately good thing.
Blizzard said that it had nothing to do with the petition. Blizzard said they were already going to do it. They just weren't ready to announce it. And because of the petition, they had to announce it. So really, this petition, Blizzard doesn't give a fuck about petitions. Let's just be honest. Now they're petitioning to change the load screen or making you be able to customize. Who cares?
It's not going to work, guys.
Your load screen loads for 2 seconds.
Yeah, you see it for 2 seconds. Maybe a minute at the most if you're having internet problems, but
Yeah.
I mean, I signed the petition. I signed the petition because I am to help Val as admin of Girls Who Play WoW, and somebody submitted it to the inbox. I did tell them, although I'm not going to post it on the page because if we post petitions, we're going to be getting them all day. But I did sign it to support the community. But people, come on, really? You care about the loading screen? No one cares.
Yeah.
So now there's petitions all over the place for different random petition to add this class. Blizzard doesn't care.
I think they've decided that posting really gets them nowhere, and since this whole petition with Robin went through, even though it was going to happen regardless, they think that it did something, so now they're going to make the petitions instead of bitching on the forums, which in the long run makes us have a very boring time when we're reading the forums. We don't get to see anybody,
Right.
And I want to talk about, Eli, you had put me on a task this week.
Yes, that's what I was going to bring up.
Yes, you put me on a task. Here's the thing. So although Robin Williams has mentioned playing Warcraft 3, he's mentioned being a huge Zelda fan. Obviously, his daughter's named after Zelda. Eli had put me to the task to find some true documentation that he was, in fact, an avid current World of Warcrafter. I could not find any mention of anything of after Warcraft 3, and the Warcraft 3 mention in a few interviews that he did was years ago.
You know who actually played the game? Paul Walker actually played the game.
Played it, yes. There's video of Paul Walker and Vin Diesel on recording of them playing it and talking to
in Cataclysm. They were playing.
Superman. What's the guy's name with the accent?
Which guy?
The guy who played the latest in Superman. He was actually playing World of Warcraft raiding when they called him and told him he got the...
Oh, yeah. He almost didn't get the part because he was playing.
Mila Kunis plays World of Warcraft.
Yeah, where's their stuff, I mean, Paul Walker died. Can we put, like, a crashed car somewhere, like a crashed bike, and then put his body or something?
Just have a Blood Elf model and just...
Do you have it hanging out at the car?
Oh, it's too soon.
That's bad.
It's too soon.
I don't care if it's too soon. I don't. I love him as an actor, but you know what? A joke is a joke. Deal with it.
I want to
Come on, it's World of Warcraft.
I want to see him as a blood elf in somewhere standing around in game with just the shorts on, maybe. Trying to.
Speaking of too soon, did you see the meme that I posted on the page a couple weeks ago with Titanic and them saying Leroy Jenkins? I had so many people sitting there complaining, it's too soon for that. You're gonna make a joke out of thousands of people dying, and I'm like, but yet, you weren't there, so. It
was like 60 years ago. Get over it. They hit an iceberg. It happened. They
were mad about those people? That was longer than 60 years ago, wasn't it?
It was
70 maybe?
What was it, 1913? 1912?
Look at us history buffs.
We know nothing.
Died like 3 years ago, and she was 90.
Yeah, the last survivor.
Yeah, she died like 3 years ago. And
she's too damn sensitive. Stop being sensitive.
Yeah.
Stop being.
Now, I could understand if it was a 9/11 thing or something like that.
Yeah.
But really, a boat.
They hit an iceberg. It happens. It doesn't happen every day, but.
It wasn't like a terrorist attack or anything. It was an accident.
Right.
It happened. It was years ago. Deal with the memes or get the fuck off the page. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Sure.
Okay, final boss for Warlords of Draenor. Now, would you consider this a spoiler?
I think by now everybody's seen it in one form or fashion, to be perfectly honest with you. So if you want to not hear about this, then just fast forward a little bit because
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes from now. Are you kidding me? Grom? He's my hero. I played Warcraft 3. Grom was amazing. And we're going to kill him now? I'm disappointed.
Well,
everybody dies at some point.
And isn't it what's the reason we're killing him? He's corrupted?
No, I don't know. Last time he had the blood of Manaroth inside of him, and Grom was one of the ones who drank like the full cup. So he was like constant. He was constant like berserker mode.
Yeah.
And he even turned red. He had so much of that rage in him.
Yeah.
And yet he was the one who freed the rest of them by killing Manaroth himself.
Yeah.
He was a hero to his people.
I'm interested to see how it's going to play out and why he's the final boss. Because it's just going to blow your mind, Ben.
Why are we killing nothing but orcs? So whatever happened to, like the big dragon or the big bad guy? Why are we killing orcs? We had a whole expansion. We're killing Korkron, and then we're killing Hellscream, and now we're killing Hellscream again, and a whole bunch of more orcs. We're going to run out of orcs to kill.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that they'll release more bosses and more content, after the launch. Kind of how they did with Siege.
Still, that's why he's a hero.
I love killing orcs, so I'm great. I'm not as attached to Grom as you are, so to me, I'm more interested in why we're going to be killing him. What's played itself out? What? I know that it's just going to blow our minds as to why.
I have full confidence in that, but I'm just disappointed. I don't want it to be him. Why can't it be like this? Why can't it be Tychondrius or something?
Agreed.
Or why can't it be what's that other guy? The Draenor guy. He was Valen, one of Valen's like right-hand guys, and he's the one who destroyed Dalaran. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I can't think of the name.
No, and I can tell you what's happening right now. My second-in-command, Tis, which is also one of our page admins, he's watching this, and he's messaging me as we speak, and he's telling me who it is because he does it to me every week on the show. He totally helps keep me honest and corrects me on what we can't remember. So I'll put it here, though.
I forget his name.
And I'll put it here for you.
Well, why can't it be them? Why they're still alive in this storyline? Kill Jaden's still alive in this storyline.
He is still alive.
So, come on. Why do we gotta kill? I don't know.
So we're backtracking.
We are backtracking, yes.
So, in Cataclysm, there was, 2 legendary weapons. There was the daggers, and then there was the staff.
The staff, yep.
And then there was the People's Legendary in Pandaria, and everybody gets a legendary.
Yep.
You get a legendary, you get a legendary, everybody gets a legendary.
Legendaries.
You're making it super easy to get this legendary. Now it's a ring.
It's a ring.
Oh, okay. I want a weapon. I want a staff.
what special effects they're going to add to it, because they did say they're going to add a special effect, a visual effect, like they did the cloak. So what are you going to do for a ring?
It's going to be called bling, and and your hand's going to glow. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
We don't really.
Oh, it'd be just like the Jewel Crafter daily.
Yes.
Run around with sparkles. Ooh!
I'm going to make a meme. There was this meme, and it was mocking how women react when the girl shows her wedding ring, but it was all guys, and the guy's like this, and he's all proud. Like that. And there's a whole bunch of guys, and the guys are all, and they're all acting like women and everything. I'm gonna post that when I get my legendary ring, and have all the people go.
At least it's something.
And I'm gonna go.
Yeah, there you go.
Something for. I mean, at least it's something. Yeah. I haven't even gotten my legendary anything, so.
My cloak was cool.
Comes to mind when I think of that. Should have put a ring on it.
There you go. We're going to have to do a parody. What? Yes. Yep.
Maybe they'll play that when you actually receive the ring from whoever the end game giver is. They'll play that in game.
If you like it, then you put a ring on it. If you like it, then you put a... I don't know how it goes.
You were doing it pretty well for not knowing how it goes. I got to be honest with you. I find it hard to believe you don't know how it goes. There's something wrong with you.
Oh.
Yeah, but then again, there is with you too.
I know. I'm not right. I'm not right mostly because Frieza has not been around. I miss him terribly. He is my best friend.
He keeps you in check.
Which is code for I like to make fun of him the whole show. So
you guys got together. He was in San Antonio. Just so happens you went to San Antonio. You guys got to see each other. How cool is that? Can
I tell you? And my older sister, she was so creeped out when I told her. She was like, "What if he's a serial killer?" And I'm like, "You don't understand."
Really?
She's super paranoid. She's a paranoid yuppie, right? It's just her and her husband that live alone. But here's the thing: I spend 2/3 of my life with you guys on Skype, on the phone, via text message, via chat. 2/3 of my life after work hours is spent with you guys. I spend as much time with you guys as I do my own family. And especially with Frieza, because Frieza, me and my husband, we do arenas all night long.
Right.
So she was totally, and she's like, "What if he's a serial killer?" And I'm like, "He's not a serial killer. I met his mom and dad. His mom loves me. These people are not serial killers." So we go.
Now, can we put all in our status message that Frieza's a serial killer?
Yes, we totally can. We totally can.
Right. So you have my approval.
And your guys' cousin Jeremiah took him to we met up at a steakhouse. Can I tell you, from the moment we both stepped out of our cars, you could not tell that we had never met in person. It was like we had known each other. Even Jeremiah was like, "Wow, you would think that you guys were just catching up after not seeing each other for years."
Wow.
We had so much fun. We shut the steak place down. The steak place, it's called Saltgrass. If you're ever in San Antonio, I highly recommend it. And I tipped the waiter really good, so he didn't complain. He got a really big tip for putting up with our shit, because we were loud and we were obnoxious and we were inappropriate and
we were throwing spells all over the place.
You know what was funny is the waiters realized we had interesting conversation, because it ranged from a various of inappropriate things to say in public to just downright we don't even remember, because me and Jeremiah were drinking. Frieza doesn't drink, so he was designated driver. But me and Jeremiah, we were just knocking him back, I was giving him girl advice. We were having a good time. But the waiters had noticed our conversation was interesting. So all of a sudden, you see every waiter randomly, constantly passing by asking if we needed anything, because they were eavesdropping on our conversation.
Oh, that's awesome.
So much fun. He is a great guy.
Put that picture right there with you guys.
We do have great pictures. They will be up here.
Right there. Yes.
They will be up here. He did make me promise that me and my husband are going to come to Colorado, so that we can see everybody except for Mike, because Mass couldn't make it. He was too far from where we were at, sadly.
Oh, sad. He should have made it.
Next time I come to Colorado, you guys will have to meet up too, because I got busy out there. I was going to go this summer.
Yeah, when you get a chance.
For sure. But it was fun. It was a great time. We had a blast.
Awesome. Right on. I'm gonna have those two guys. Phil or how do we, Spamberger, geez, where's my brain? Spamberger and Frieza are going to come over to my place for the BlizzCon, and we're going to watch it on the big screen. You know how we get the digital pass?
It's in November 7th and 8th, right? I'm going to try to swing that.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I'm going to try to swing that.
Like show up?
Yes.
Really?
Like with my sleeping bag and tent. Like, I don't mind.
Wow.
I'll have my bum thing that they...
You're closer to...
Your stick with the bandana hanging on it.
There you go, with your bag lady.
I might, maybe we could even do a mini show as BlizzCon happening.
Remember we have she used to be an admin, Kristen, she's going. We had her on the show. And Songhammer is going to meet up with her, and we're going to do interview live after they do their... after they do their, what is it called? Their talent show. They're going to do the talent show thing, and they're going to meet up with her, and we're going to do a live interview, and then they're going to call us, and we're going to work it out. So hopefully...
And Songhammer will actually be back on the show in a few weeks as soon as they get with their cosplay.
They've been so busy doing all kinds of stuff. If you follow their page, it's amazing. They're busy. They're busy. They're all over the place.
They are, yeah. They did confirm that, so that's good.
Repping the Horde. I had to throw that out there. Yeah, those guys are really cool. Let's talk about the group finder. You guys solid on that?
Yes, I because I've been stalking the group finder specifically. It allows you to do basically what OQ does. For those of you that are familiar with OQ, which is an add-on that you can find groups for, it's pre-made for quests. You can put yourself in a queue for quests to find other people of your level questing. You can do it for dungeons, raids, pretty much anything. Even
PvP.
Yes, PvP. Even just a party finder. If you just want to find, for other people, you just want to hang out and fish maybe. I mean, I don't know what you guys do in your spare private time on WoW. Maybe you get in a corner and you fish. I don't know. But it's completely customizable. So what they're going to be doing is they're actually going to be blocking OQ. You won't be able to use any third-party group.
Which is a bummer for them because they're so awesome.
They are, but if Blizzard's making one that's already integrated, great.
Right.
Like, I mean, great. I'm totally stoked. The bag space is changing. You don't have to take up bag slots for your quest items. They're giving us a toy box. I mean, they're doing... what I'm hoping is I'm really, really hoping that they're going to make... I'm hoping that they're going to make it where the void storage doesn't cost per item you put in there, because I spent like 500 gold on just void storage. I
spent like 1,500 just on my outfits, and this is another thing I'm so glad they're getting rid of. How many outfits? I have 4 outfits. I have a PvE healing and DPS, and PvP healing and DPS. 4 outfits, and I transmog all of them. So when I go to my bank, I pull all that transmog stuff out. I put them all on my outfits, and then I put them all back into the void storage.
That's what I do.
And it cost me like 1,500 gold.
That's what I do.
So that was. I'm glad they're getting rid of that. I got 1 outfit, 1 for PvP, 1 for PvE, both healing and DPS. 1 outfit. That's less bag space. And then there's the toy box, which is all those vanity items.
Yes.
I have a ton of vanity items from like 3 Christmases ago, and from like I have all that Halloween outfit stuff, or the
I have all the same thing, the noble the Easter outfit,
Noble Garden, and then the Thanksgiving outfit. I have all those outfits, so I'm gonna be able to put all that in there, and
not take up your everyday space. It's gonna be exciting. For those of you who are wondering where Val went, she did have to pause for a bathroom break because she couldn't hold it any longer. So that's where she disappeared to.
That's awesome. She's on the crapper.
She is. Cue toilet flush here.
No. Okay. Let's talk about. Okay, remember how we said we wanted to get everybody prepped for going into Warlords of Draenor?
Yes.
And we want to. Okay, so here's what we're going to talk about in this episode. And I wish we would have had the rest of the guys here. We could have talked about it a little bit more. Rares. Let's talk about rares. There are a ton of rares in Pandaria, and then there's a whole bunch of them in the Timeless Isle.
Yes.
And do you remember the what was the isle called? The other isle we went to?
The Wandering Isle?
No, not the Wandering Isle. There was I think it was a patch 5.3. Was it 5.3 or 5.2? I can't remember the name of that isle. Thunder Isle?
Oh, Isle of Thunder.
King?
Yeah, Isle of Thunder.
Okay, so there's a bunch of elites in there. Some you have to summon.
Yes.
So
yes.
we're talking, there's a lot of elites, and they're all over the place. So what better place to go than Wowhead? Wowhead has a guide, and it even guides you on the add-ons. There's 3 add-ons that they recommend that you can get, and what it does is it messes with your waypoints, and it shows you how to do all of that step-by-step process on how to configure your waypoints. So now you can go onto your user interface and click on that, and it'll tell you when they appear. Whoa. Was that you?
Whoa.
That was loud.
That was heavy breathing. We know it excites you, Val, but that was heavy breathing.
Oh, baby. Sorry,
So-
I couldn't resist. I see Sam, and I'm just like, oh, mama.
Don't ask questions, and we'll tell you no lies. That's all I can say.
We'll do this right here. So, basically, it'll show you how to get these add-ons, how to put them on. There's a whole guide on how to do all of that. And now it'll guide you to where all of these add-ons are. Kill them all. There's a whole bunch of achievements that go with these, killing all of these add-ons. And one of them is, I think it's called Glorious. And Glorious is hunt down and defeat each and every one of the Pandarian champions. And they're all rare elites. Now, another motivation to do this is a lot of these guys drop some really cool items. There's one that drops right at the Isle of Giants. Do you remember where the Isle of Giants are?
I go there frequently because my husband likes to farm for the raptor eggs and
right.
So.
Well, there is right at a little south of there. There's a little tiny island, and it's got like some fishing supplies and maybe a little boat tied up and stuff like that. There's an elite that appears there. When you kill him, he has the chance to drop this stone. I forget the name of it. We'll put it here. The stone, you throw it at an enemy who's on a different faction, and he will dismount him.
Similar to the turtle shell, right?
Yes. So it only works up to 90. So in Warlords, this isn't going to work in Warlords. They thought that through. But we've had so much fun. I remember when Friza told me, go get the stone, and we kill this elite. There's another elite who drops a little guy named Winky, I think his name is, and he's a little monkey. And what you do is you summon him, and then he says, Winky, go work for you. And then he leaves, and you have to kill 20 at-level NPCs. When you kill 20 at-level NPCs, he comes back, and he's like, Winky got some stuff for you. And you have to do it within like an hour, or else he just disappears completely. And he brings you a bag full of like ore or cloth or gems and just all kinds of little goodies for free that you can go and sell on the auction house, make a little bit of bank. And all you got to do it is like once, I think it's every 2 hours you can do it. So every 2 hours you just send them out, go get some random mats, and then sell them. People have been making bank on this since Pandaria came out.
I don't think I've ever done it, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to check that out.
Right. There is, I think there's a guy, if you haven't done it yet, and you can plant these seeds in your farm, and you can take portals to Thunderbluff or Dalaran, or if you're in the Horde. But if you're in the Alliance, you can go to Stormwind, you can go to Ironforge, all these cool places. So do stuff like that. There's another chief called I'm in your base killing your dudes, and this one's 10 points. Glorious was 30 points, 30 achievement points. I'm in your base killing your dudes is kill all 3 of the opposing factions champion in Krassaran Wilds. That was in the Downfall. Was that 5.3? Was Downfall, or was it 5.2? I can't remember. But in Krassaran Wilds, do you remember that big old war that was happening down there between the factions? Well, each faction has 3 faction champions in there. Go in there and kill them. That's 10 points. There's also Zul again, which is a funny name, but it's 10 points. Kill 10 Zandalari War Scouts and 5 Zandalari Warbringers. Oh, it's 10 points.
Those Warbringers, though, that's...
Warbringers are... I got on my Death Knight. I was like, these Death Knights can handle this. I went on Blood Spec. No. Not on 496, you can't.
Can I... I'm going to tell you a funny story about the Warbringer. So my husband's a mage, and my husband sees a Warbringer. Was that? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He had saw one or heard about it, and then he decides he's going to go take a Warbringer on. And I said, hon, you can't solo a Warbringer. Even as a warlock with my own minion to tank, I can't solo a Warbringer. And he's like, well, I read all about it. I seen this guy solo, and I'm like, I'm not going to solo the Warbringer, hun. And he's like, no, I totally am. He came back.
On Timeless Isle?
Yeah, so he comes back. No, not Timeless Isle. It's in Kagrassi Wilds.
Right? There's like 4 locations, I think. There's one in Kagrassi Wilds, and there's one in, yeah.
I think he went to the one in Kagrassi Wilds, maybe. So a few hours later, I'm doing something GM related, and I'm like, so? And he's like, yeah, I can't solo Warbringer.
Yeah, no, I tried. And they were farmed like crazy. They have the chance to drop a mount.
They do.
And then there's all the...
You get tons of loot, though. You get these bags, and they come with farming mats that you can farm, that you would normally farm.
All kinds of stuff. A lot of reputation.
Gold, galore, and reputation, yep.
Mm-hmm. And it's account bound, so that you can send that reputation stuff to your other tunes in case you want them to get something. We don't really care about the reputation anymore. We did all that a long time ago.
Over it.
Also, the Timeless Isle, I think his name is Hulon. Hulon has the possibility to drop him out. It's pretty rare, but he will drop it. He's already dropped it on Proudmoore, I think, like 60 times or something in the last month. So he drops it a lot. Well, you just got to be there farming it. He drops
it every time he kills. Somebody gets it at a time. My husband got it. Didn't you get it twice? I'm pretty sure my husband got it twice, yeah.
Wow.
He did the same thing with my Whispering Eye staff when we did.
I've tried.
He got the freaking staff twice in one run, and I didn't get it either time. I was pretty upset.
Okay, so there's also the ship, the pirate ship. You know what I'm talking about? The pirate ship that appears in the Timeless Isle, and it comes up, and then everybody kills it. Yeah. Well, that drops that thing. That, I don't know what it does, and it turns you into a pirate.
Yeah, the Krog.
Yeah,
it's the Krog. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff on these rares you can go get. So do it. That's my guide for you. Go to Wowhead. Wowhead has the full guide on all these things, all these rares that you can do, and it goes through add-ons. It goes through how to fix your macro buttons and all that stuff so that you can target them immediately. Some really cool stuff, guys. Let's clean up this Pandaria. Let's clean it up so we don't have to come back here. You know, how many times are we going back to Burning Crusade? We're going back to Ice Crown. We're going back to Cataclysm. Let's just get this done so we don't have to come back here.
Next week, we'll have some titles that they're removing and some mounts that they're removing that you guys can guys can go after. Warlock Greenfire Quest. Although it's still going to be available after Warlords comes out, you are not going to be able to get the achievement for it. So you need to get that done. It needs to be it needs to be actually done before 6.0 because I think that's when they're taking it out for the pre-patch. So Warlocks, get your shit together. I'm one of them who has not downed the last boss. Get your shit together, quit crying about it, and go get it done.
Shame.
I know.
That done.
For shame.
Get that done.
I have not even touched my Warlock this expansion.
It's so tiresome. I wiped 37 times for the Greenfire quest, and I do not want to see one comment on this video about how elitists have done it at 80 item level. I don't care about your situation. I know it's going to happen. People are watching this right now, and they're like, wow, I already got that. Well, I didn't, so...
Right. Real quick, we launched our website.
We did.
And it's awesome. And
it's awesome.
Have we got any hits on that? You see all that.
We have more people than I've ever seen on our page, to be honest with you. Our admin Lycan, who writes the news for us, the stuff he writes is good. The articles, go to the WoW News on the page. You are going to see, everybody can give you the news, which we're not doing anything different except just the way that it's written. So make sure that you go check it out.
Let's talk a little bit about the girls who play WoW. And let's give them a little shout out. Go ahead and tell us about your guild and how things are going over there.
Well, we'll start with the Hellscream Guild, which is our Horde Guild and our most prominently populated guild. We do everything from PvP to endgame content. Obviously, we like to do guild fun nights, which, we get everybody on and We raffle off prizes, pets, mounts, gold, whatever the heck we have at the time, and everybody contributes to the prizes. We usually will do our fun nights on 2 different servers, though, so nobody can cheat on any of the stuff that we do. We also have our Alliance Guild over on Proudmoore, which is being run by one of our other admins, Australia. I still can't say her name. But we are, I'm not sure if we're level 25 yet, but if we aren't, we're very, very close to it. And we have teamed up with another guild on Proudmoore. See if I can even pronounce the name of their guild. But it is an LGBT-friendly guild, as it is all of the girls who play WoW and age. And Amazon, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's AMAZONOMACHY. They are a sister guild over on Proudmoore. Going to start running raids and stuff with them as soon as we have enough 90s. And as far as the page, if you've noticed, we have downsized the amount of admins that we have to try to keep things a little more organized and kept up to speed because we had some admins that were needing to break. Sam, one of our very socializing admins, I do believe that we were talking about setting up another contest real soon, right, Sam?
Yep. Actually, we'll probably have the details worked out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that tomorrow. And then we'll post it and we'll put up, the prizes and stuff. And like usual, you guys will have to enter and you'll have so long to do it. Either you'll win or you won't. Also, we have are in the process of having a web page set up as well. And today I will be getting the final copy of our new logo and picture for our page. That has been in design work for the last couple months. I actually was supposed to have that phone call before this interview, but I'm going to do that after this. And as soon as I get it, I will post it and reveal it to everybody.
Let's get excited about this website. We don't really know in detail, but we do know that it's going to be pretty epic. And it's not just because I'm building it, but I mean, it's going to be, Val has a good vision, and the vision is going to be to the true testament of what Girls Who Play WoW is, and more than just a page in a guild, but a community. So get excited about it, because it's going to be great.
Awesome.
And then don't be surprised if you start seeing some Girls Who Play WoW merchandise starting to float.
Oh, there you go.
Just throwing some stuff out there.
Hey, if you get any, I want a signed copy from all the... Yeah, I want a signed copy from all the admins or whatever, and we can give it away to our listeners.
We can make
Good idea. Good idea.
that happen.
Yep, we're going to do that with Songhammer, so we're going to try to get that done. Right on. Well, anything else? What else is going on?
Unless she's got, we're pretty busy with the page. We're almost 28K fans now for Girls Who Play WoW, so...
Wow.
And I don't have a life, everybody knows that, and everybody on both the PWNcast page and Girls Who Play WoW page, I post a lot just because, not because I'm better, but just because I don't have a life. So
better.
I know. I'm working on some parodies for the page, which I'm going to be trying to seek some help from other people to see if they want to collaborate on this. So
I would say talk to Spamburger.
Yeah, Spam's he's a freak about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he loves that stuff. He can come up with lyrics on the spot, and he knows his lore, he knows his game. So I would say definitely talk to him.
True story.
Well,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think we're coming up on our time, unless you guys have anything else to add.
No.
Well, right on. Well, I want to thank Val for joining us. It was fun, and especially you filling in all the gaps because we're missing everybody.
We are missing.
Like a person there, a person there, a person there, a person there, and I always have something to say, and we can never get our word in, and now we're like, hey, I get to talk for once.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me back.
Of course.
Right. Well, for all of our PWNcasters, our PWN Nation, I want you guys to go check out this Girls Who Play WoW Facebook page. It's really cool. They got some really good content.
Link will be here.
Do it. It's great. It's been great since it started, and it's still awesome. They got all kinds of stuff going out on there. Definitely give them some love. Give them some likes. And for us here at PWNcast, check us out on iTunes. Give us what is it? A star? A 5-star? Give us a 5-star rating, and we will shout you out. Go to our Facebook page. It's still active. It's very active. We got a lot of really cool admins on there. We had one on the show, last show, so check that out. We got some really cool stuff going on there. And then we got our own website, so check that out.
Link here.
They're here. You need to come.
Okay. Family's here.
That's what we call wife aggro, ladies and gentlemen, wife aggro.
So check that out. And we're really excited to shout out our not our Facebook page, our website. It's awesome. We love it. And anything else?
Kill some noobs.
Kill some noobs. Okay, from all of us here at PWNcast, gank a low level, max out your professions, and never ever solo a Celestial. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I play a little bit of guitar. My education hasn't gotten me far. I'm a gamer, I don't know who you are, but I'm a hero.